Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Good morning, everybody. It's August 17th of the Duck Adventure, and I slept in. I can't believe it. This noise that you're hearing here, I slept through this for over an hour. It's 7 o'clock. I can't believe it. Well, it's 10 after 7. I got up at 7. And guess who got up with me today, who normally doesn't get up with me? Look at this. Dougie's up. Hey, Doug. Oh, Doug. And he's sticking right to me. You see that? Because the gate's on. Oh, Doug. Or I should say the electric fence is on, and Dougie's a little bit freaked out right now. Until I turn it off. Oh, Doug. All right, come on, Dougies. Look at this. Oh. Sorry, Doug. Stay close. Oh, look at this mud. All right, Doug, we gotta get back so we can let the ducks out. Oh, here comes a bunch of juveniles who are down at the watering station. Oh, and there's Mr. Midget Duck, I should say. I gotta stop calling Mrs. Look at the little thing. She's even got her little legs don't even walk right. Oh, it's starting to rain again. It rained all night. Oh, we got some more here. Muscovies came out last year. There were some Muscovies last night. They were trying to get back into the barn. It was so funny. I opened the barn door because I thought Doug was in there, because I couldn't find him last night. And there was 2 Muscovies inside the barn vestibule waiting, trying to get in. You know, I don't understand. There's water over there in the pen, and the first thing to do is run to the water. Oh, they're running over to that mud puddle over there. It's just bizarre. They're like little kids when they get out. But they really don't like that over there now. I think they're just spooked about every noise in the bush. It's got to be that. Oh, they're out in the front yard. Doug hasn't been out in the morning in a long time. Actually, I'm trying to think. It's got to be 4 or 5 days. But this morning, for some reason, he wanted to come out. But of course, I did sleep in an extra hour or so. I guess getting up at 5:30, 5:45 is too early for Doug, but 7 is just fine and dandy. That's bizarre. They're going out here in the driveway today. Unless they're just going to do the round about the house and then head to the swamp. Oh, little midget duck. Oh, God, I don't know. That duck melts my heart. He is by far my favorite duck. Honestly, I do. If I had to have a pet duck, I'd want to have a handicap duck like that. Just the way, he looks at you. Like he's always looking at me. Unless it's just a stare, a glaze of stunness into the air, but I don't know. Oh, the ducks are coming back up. Well, I haven't gone down to the swamp yet, and I'm not going to go right now. I got to have a coffee. I got to wake up. Sleeping in an extra hour. It felt really good. But it didn't feel really good. I could have, it would have been nice longer, but I think I finally woke up when I woke up and I heard the ducks going nuts. And I went, I bet you it's 7 o'clock. And I grabbed my clock, and sure enough, it was 7. No, it rained all night. It's just been raining here, and it's supposed to rain today all day again. So I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping we get a break and I can get down to the swamp and get that weed whacked. I really want to get a weed whacked. Actually, yep, that's what they've done. That's the route now. Look at this. They've gone around the whole house. They're going around the barn right now, and then they come down and they're going to the swamp. The long way to the swamp. The longest way possible. That's what it is. That's the route they have now. Go out front, around the whole house, around the barn. And then you've got some real troopers out there right at the front. Yesterday I was shocked the amount of ducks down at the swamp. Actually down at the lake swimming around out there. I was down at the dock setting the turtle traps, and I couldn't believe the size of the flock that was out on the water. Oh, everybody's heading down there. I'm worried about this rain right now. I think it's going to get stronger, and I can see it collecting on the touch screen, which means it could turn the camera off on me here any second. Yeah, we have a rush to the lake. They ate everything as far as feed. I like last night I put those, I put all that feed in, and then I topped it up and put another bag in at the end of the day, at the end of the night, like an hour and a half after they ate 2 bags. And this morning, nothing. So they, in less than 10 hours, 3 bags of feed. Over 3 bags of feed, actually. Because everything's stripped this morning, all the sleighs, everything's stripped. So as soon as I get the bulrushes cut, I'm going to start working on the feeder. And I know it's going to have to hold at least 5 bags of feed based on what I just witnessed last night. Yeah, they're headed right down. Oh, there's a bunch headed over to the other side. They're playing in the mud. And we know how much they love mud. Oh, these little Muscovies. Doug's favorite duck to torment. These ones are really pretty. I think it's because they got perfect feathers. The older ones' feathers are still so screwed up. These little pigs, I can't believe it's just ridiculous what they're pounding back. Actually, let's go inside and I'll, because yesterday, look at this female, how rough her feathers. I wish they'd go to the molt and get some feathers happening. They look terrible. It's February was when I cut the wings. So that is crazy length of time not having a molt and getting new feathers to fly. I don't understand it. I want to see them flying so bad. It was a total flop this year, giving me ducklings. So it would be nice if I, got some flying action around the house. It would be neat to see 9 females flying around. Oh boys, oh, I can actually smell. Tomorrow this has to be clean. No, they're still feeding here. I filled that right up last night though. But I gotta clean this out tomorrow for sure. I can't believe how much you guys are hanging around inside here and poop. Oh, look at the lots of Muscovies with black heads. Lots, just a ton of blackhead Muscovies. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They've got these ones have gone. They've gone the absolute longest way around. They're gone over there, and now they're headed. I don't know if you can see through the corn there. They're walking. Now they're headed to the lake. Right on, going to the lake. I wonder if I got the snapper last night. And these Muscovies, I caught the Muscovies yesterday going to the lake and coming back to the lake multiple times. But they just like going around the yard eating bugs. Which baffles me on how I could have any bugs left here. But I do, because the Muscovies are here hunting all day. Mo seems to have calmed down. He just sticks around with the girls. Okay, I got a bug crawling all over me here. I got some kind of bug has gone down inside my t-shirt here while I'm filming. Watch, I'll have some big giant welt on me next. Mo, you bad duck. But he seems to have given us a lot of black-headed ducks. Like a lot. Well, not a lot, actually it was a complete failure on the Muscovies this year. But hey, if we can get them all flying, you know, if November we end up having like 20 females flying around the yard, that'll be pretty cool. So, hopefully sooner. I'm gonna leave this door open. It's got a little bit of a smell in there. So, well, the ducks. All right, I'm gonna go have my coffee here because I'm half asleep. I'm not even really. I shouldn't even be filming. But I had to film the morning rush. I gotta at least do that. If I'm not gonna film the rest of the day, I at least gotta do the morning rush because it's epic. I love it. I love the morning rush. It's awesome opening that gate, and it's just the flow of life coming outside, the feathered life that I created. I'm crazy. I know I said I was going to go have a coffee here, but I just want to show you the ducks. There's still a bunch of ducks that are staying up here. We've got a bunch over here. And then we've got a bunch over here. They're for some reason they're hanging around here. Who knows why? They've like I said, the flock doesn't stick together like last year did. You know, and then there's a whole bunch that are over there on the mud, playing in the mud on the other side of the yard. They're over there in the mud. But let's head down to the lake before I go in for coffee. They're still, you know, dribbling towards the lake down there. I don't know if you can see. Here, I'll show you. I know you can see what I'm saying here. I'm still half asleep. They're dribbling down slowly now. You know, there's a bunch in the bulrushes down there. I gotta cut those bulrushes on the left-hand side. For some reason, the ducks like hanging around on that side. I think it's the roots. They're doing a lot of rooting in there. A ton of drilling actually. They're turning the whole swamp into mud actually. But let's go to the let's go to the lake and show everybody what's going on down there in the water, because I think there's a whole bunch of ducks on the water. The rate that they were headed out, there's no way they could be all on the creek. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm pointing the mic towards the lake here, walking through the bush. The ducks are quacking up a storm on the creek. And they're definitely on the lake. You can hear them out on the lake. They were just really loud, actually, before I turned the camera on. Of course, as soon as I turn the camera on, they quiet down, but you can hear them chattering. Alright, the rain just doesn't stop. This year, I'm telling you, this is unbelievable. It better be nice September and October. We better get some nice weather, because there actually hasn't even been any nice weather to go out and just sit in the boat with the ducks. Yep, they're on the lake. Oh, they're out here. Right on. Not all of them, but every day it seems more and more coming out here. Yes, Doug, it's a duck head in the water for turtles. Aha! We got one bait that's totally destroyed. He totally cleaned off the bait. It looks like he cleaned off both my baits. All right. Now we got the duckies are out here. Oh, there's a wild duck. Where are you, wild duck? Right in front of me here. If I can just get him on video. That's a wild little duck. I just saw it fly in. Look how small it is compared to mine. And of course, Doug's jiggling the Doug. Yeah, that's not one of mine, that's for sure. Mine can't do that. All right, the ducks are at the lake. Right on. We just got to get them more and more out here. I think it's because they're getting older too. I think that's what it is. Like I said before, it was 62 days old last year before we brought them to the lake, and then it took a lot of work to get them to come to the lake and stay here. And I think it's the same thing. I think just young ducks are, you know, they're just chickens. Because they don't have other ducks to show them, it's the only thing that makes any sense. And my adult ducks last year forgot about the lake, you know, because I had to reintroduce them this year. But it's more and more are coming out. Yesterday they were down here all day. Like I said, I didn't put any feed in the yard, and I didn't put any feed down in the swamp, and you know, and they were here, down here playing. But I'm just wondering here on the bait situation. I got the camera. I don't want to screw around with the camera because by the pivot heads. I was coming out with the pivot heads, but it looks like this one here. I have a bait line right here. You can see it. It looks like it's being cleaned off. This one, the head is still on it over there. You can still see. I'll show you the head. There's the duck head, so it's still on there. This duck head's still floating here, but this one here, the carcass, I'll just show you here. It looks like something was torn it to crap there, and that's all that's left is floating there. So the turtle got it. I think I'm gonna have to come up with a hook ball. I think I might have to consolidate all my Doug. He's forever dragging stuff out of the swamp. Doug! Okay, let's go back. I think what I'm going to have to do... Oh, let me just check the camera here, make sure I'm not... Alright, it's early in the morning, I'm not running the camera right here. I think what I'm going to have to do... Doug, come! I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take... instead of having 6 separate bait lines, I think what I'm going to have to do is, I know the turtle's down here. I know that because, you know, the destruction on that chunk, and that isn't minnows. That it was definitely not minnows. That was a turtle that destroyed that chunk, because it was a big chunk. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 6 bait lines, and I'm going to put them all. Yes. Bad news. Rape victim, had a collar yesterday, so she's dead. She just was not recovering. Actually, she was getting worse. She couldn't stand, and I just said, okay, I got to do it. I can't leave her in the dog cage, laying on her stomach. She was laying on her stomach so much that she couldn't stand. That she was just black on the bottom, and she if I didn't put every time I put the food right in front of her, she would go crazy eating. She couldn't even get up to eat. The water, same situation. But the water, I had to move the water in front of her, and then she'd drink like crazy. So she couldn't even stand up to feed or drink. So it was like I had no choice. I said yes. So I called her. So anyways, she's going to be today's turtle bait, because I'm going to take all 6 hooks. All 6 liters, everything. I'm gonna take her body, and I'm gonna feed the hooks all through her, so that it's just gonna be a ball with 6 hooks, and 6 treble hooks instead of 1 treble hook and a chunk of meat, because all I'm doing is feeding the turtles right now. I'm not catching them. So if I take a ball of meat and make sure that it's impossible for the turtle to take a bite, or pretty close to impossible to take a bite without missing the hook. And that's what I'm going to do. I think that's today's project. Well, it is today's project. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to, hopefully it doesn't rain too much here today, and I can get the bulrushes cut. I got to get that cut so it's a little safer for them down there, and give me a better chance of shooting Mr. Fox when he appears in the swamp. So he keeps appearing here in the middle of the day. Oh, I'm going to go have my coffee now. I want to give you a shot here. This is what an 80-pound feeding frenzy looks like. I just put a bag of feed out because the poor ducks are staying in the yard, silly things today. Yesterday they're at the lake. Today they're in the yard.
And this 80 pounds will probably last 20 minutes. For some reason the rest of the flock hasn't come over yet. I don't know, it's strange. Look at Doug. He's on the Muscovy. He's just obsessed with Muscovies. I don't know what it is. But look at that Muscovy, how rough she looks. Man, she's got to be going into molt here soon. Actually, all of the Muscovies look this bad. Oh, they're starting to wake up and come over. Doug's screwing them up by walking around them. It's like Moses parting the Red Sea. Well, I got my weed whacker all sharpened up, ready to go, and it's one of those weed whackers. Well, the thing's, it's ancient. It's 17 years old or 16 years old. It's old, but runs great when it does run. But it's one of those, if you don't start it right the very first time, which there's a trick to starting it, you have to follow the routine. And I screwed up today, and I didn't give it the exact 3 pumps on the primer ball. I gave it 2, and anyways, it doesn't want to start, so I gotta let it sit. So I'm gonna go down and do the snapping turtle bait line, and I get it. Actually, I'm gonna take him out of the creek because Doug keeps going down there and swimming in the creek, and I don't want him, accidentally getting hooked with one of those treble hooks, because he'll just panic and end up, because it's tied to that steel pole. He'll just panic and rip a big chunk of flesh out of himself, more than likely. So I'm gonna go take it off, because I already know that the snapping turtle's feeding at the dock, so I know that for sure. So that's where I'm going to concentrate on trying to catch it, is at the dock, because Doug doesn't swim at the dock that often. Very, very, very seldom does he go in the water down there, unless I'm down there and I let him go in. He pretty well wants to. It's always the creek he wants to go into. So I'm going down to get the bait there and move it over, and bait what I have to bait, and I'm going to hold off on doing the duck with the 6 hooks in it today, because it's Sunday, and I'm just going to try to take it easy here. Since the weed whacker won't start, I thought, I'll take advantage of it and sort of have a semi-day off, which is really not a day off, but just a little bit less than normal. Well, I'm actually glad that the weed whacker wouldn't start. It's 5 o'clock, and I'm going to relax with the ducks here in the yard. The geese actually were just up here saying hi to me. There was like 3 of them right out here at the grate, or grid I should say, and they were looking at me. And actually Goose Lee was giving me some attitude. He's walking around now making some noise. And it's the sky's clearing up, and it's actually nice and sunny. It's not really warm, but the sun feels nice. My geese are getting so big. Look at them. And they're not even done. Like they're going to fill out till, probably December. They'll keep filling out. I just love how they tower above everybody else. It's so cool that they think they're ducks. Oh yeah, and the bag of feed. By the time I got back from setting the trap line, the bait line, I keep saying trap line, bait line for the snapping turtles, it was empty. So we're talking like 20 minutes. 80 pounds of feed gone. So I threw another bag in there, tie them over till they go in, fill the feeders in the pen, and I'm calling it a night here. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the ducks, and they're so. I just love when they're around like this and they're all looking at me. It's so cool. But it's strange today that why they're not at the lake. Yesterday they were, I don't know if it's sunny weather, they want to hang around here, or they just felt safe that Doug and I were walking around working in the yard. I don't know. But tomorrow, no filming tomorrow, so that means Tuesday night, no episode. Unless something happens, unless Mr. Fox appears and I manage to pop the guy. I'll definitely film that for you guys. But other than that, I'm not filming tomorrow. I got lots of work to do. Not duck adventure oriented, and I got to get it done, and so that I can get this down to the bulrushes. I got to get those bulrushes cut. And I know my weed whacker will start the next time because it knew I needed to end my day early, because if I would have got down there with the weed whacker, honestly, I'd still be down there. I'd probably be down there till like 7 o'clock, and I'd regret tomorrow. I'd be really tired, so. I just love my duckies. Oh, they're so gorgeous. And there's a whole bunch over by the barn. This is not even all of them. They're all relaxing. There's a bunch of brave ones over there by the edge of the bush. Oh, there's a bunch coming back from the lake, actually. These ruins were down at the lake. When I was setting the turtle bait, they were down swimming around. And they're adolescents, they're not adults either. And that little guy was there. It was sort of strange, it was down there, they were all ruins and this one peking duck. I think he doesn't know he's not a peking. Oh, they're going straight for the feed. Oh yeah. Maybe we'll have luck with the snapping turtle. When I set the bait lines tonight, I double hooked them. So the meat has actually got 2 hooks, 1 at each end. So maybe we'll have better luck tonight. Definitely turtles though that took on the bait from last night. It wasn't minnows. It was the turtles ripped it, just didn't get a hook. So tonight with 2 hooks on the bait that's down there. If that doesn't work and they clean this up, then I've got like the Mrs. Or the rape victim I had to call yesterday, and we'll put 6 hooks in her body and we'll throw her in and let the turtles rip at it, and they got to get one of the hooks in their mouth, and we'll catch the buggers and end this wrath of the turtles, and maybe we'll have some luck and we'll get the fox in the same week. Oh. I know I'm much more ready now. I'm not. He appears down there now. There's a really good chance I'll get him. Well, I just looked up and there's a group of ducks that are down at the lake. I'm going to try to get a shot here because I've seen them go back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, there is. There's some ducks down there. Some lake guys. Is this like 7:30? So let's see here. A better view? No. No, they're there. See, if the weed whacker would have started, I could have, all those bulrushes would be gone and we could see. No, it's a group. It's a young, all adolescents. These guys have been down at the lake all day. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. I wonder how many are down there. Oh, they're coming back. That's so cool. There's this young group of young ones. I don't know how many are down there. And then you got all these ducks up here. The yard's full. They haven't left. Oh, they did go down the lake and then they came back. They did go down this morning. Right, first thing took off. They've basically been hanging around the yard all day. I think this predator problem is till that's taken care of, just like the last time, you know, they weren't normal with the fox hanging around. Their behavior patterns were completely off. So I think until that the second fox is hanging in the tree and the snapping turtle's gone, I'm gonna be babysitting.